mullein, huh? Also called flannel leaf. And this is the flowering stalk of the mullein that I have here. We also harvested this at the mall. There's a thick lot at the mall, and there must have been 250 mullein plants there.
What mall?
When I say,
The Hudson Valley Mall.
Really?
The big mall. The Hudson Valley, you know, we just went there and was like,
Took a big
group of people and cut down a bunch of mullein, and hung it up to dry. And mullein is also considered to be very strengthening to the lungs. Mullein is considered very specific for people who have any kind of breathing problem. Right, so if you have sensitivities or allergies that cause your breathing to tighten up, mullein is considered a great ally. If you have asthma or asthmatic tendencies, or what are they calling it now? COPD.
yeah.
Yes. Mullein is your COPD, right? Chronic congestive something. Pulmonary disease, yeah. So it's just kind of a catch-all now. Instead of telling people they have asthma, now they have COPD.
And emphysema, that's actually what they're using for, nobody says emphysema.
Nobody says emphysema anymore. Exactly. So mullein is the big lung strengthener. Where do you see mullein growing usually?
Beside the road.
Beside the road.
Yeah.
And not rich soil,
Right.
not very rich soil.
Does not
Very
like
bad
rich soil.
soil.
Poor
Yeah.
soil, dry soils, hot sunny places. That's the entire flowering stalk harvested, right? That's one mullein stalk in that bag.
And they don't come every year.
They're in every other year plant, right? So right now, what you're gonna see are the leaves on the ground, right? And they're pretty big and they're like soft flannel. Right? Now that softness comes from hairs on the leaf. We're gonna make an infusion from the mullein, just like with the comfrey. So we're gonna use 1 ounce of dried mullein. And again, you can buy mullein, you don't have to harvest it yourself. And we're gonna put 1 ounce of dried mullein into a quart jar, fill it to the top with boiling water, put a tight lid on it, let it steep for 4 hours or overnight. Strain out the liquid. However, the hairs in the mullein can be annoying in your mouth. So strain your mullein infusion through a piece of material. A napkin, a handkerchief, an old silk sari, get a key. Yes, that's so we can lock up when we're done. We did a YouTube of us harvesting the mullein. Yes, right there's a turtle. Turtle. That's right. Yes, turtle.
Yes.
Alright. Now, so be sure to get the hairs out of the mullein, and if you harvest your own, you're gonna get far more hairs than if you get it from the store.
Doesn't mullein dry out all your mucous membrane?
I don't find mullein at all dry. No, I find it restorative. You know, if I said to you, your mother has a blue bandana, and then you said that to her, by the time it got over to here, it might be, your mama eats bananas, right? We've all played that game.
Yeah.
So, I think that the cells in our body have a similar thing happening, right? Because every time a cell gets replaced, it has to tell that new cell what the message is. And I think that part of aging is that we lose the original messages. And mullein contains the original message for lung cells. And so when you drink mullein, it says, okay, everybody, listen up. It's your mother has a blue bandana. Does your mother have keys? You could put them in my shoe. Okay, what else is over here for you to play with, Monica Jean? Fun things. Now, mullein traditionally is used half and half with milk. So you make your mullein infusion, strain it out, and then you have your dark mullein infusion. Are you telling me that it's getting close to time? We still have 35 minutes that we can be in class. Who likes to eat clocks? That's That's right, Muzzy likes to eat clocks. Yeah. But is this Muzzy?
Yes.
You gonna eat that clock? Okay. Let's eat your clock there. That's a good thing. And so you have your Mullein infusion, and then when you want to take some, you measure out half a cup of your Mullein infusion, half a cup of milk. Combine them, heat them up, and put a little honey in it, and drink that. Right. Milk is the traditional healer for the lungs. Anyone who's dealing with asthma, with lung problems, milk is the ideal.
I was talking out.
I will give you some precedent on that, why you think that. There's a man named Arnold Ehret, long dead. Arnold Ehret was a physician over 100 years ago, and I don't know a lot about him, but apparently a lot of his patients died. And they asked Arnold to step down from being a physician. And Arnold either got an attitude or had an attitude, I suspect the latter, and said, who wants to be a doctor? Anyhow, I'm gonna go cure everything. And retired to his cabin in the woods, and decided that the cause of all disease was mucus, and that he was gonna find out what caused mucus, and therefore eliminate that and eliminate disease. And the way he did this was he ate one food for 3 days, and at the end of 3 days he took his Bowie knife and he slashed open his arm and looked at the blood and decided whether or not that food had caused his blood to have mucus in it. And it's from Arnold Ehret and his mucusless diet healing plan that you think that milk causes mucus.
Oh my God.
Personally, I'd like to get my information from somebody who's a little more tightly laminated than